Now, in recent times, we've seen that smuggling has become almost a buzzword. We get to see it almost everywhere on our news portals. Anywhere you turn, you see something about smuggling at our borders and all of that. And this has actually raised a lot of concerns. Recently, the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana actually started conversations around demanding some import tax overhaul, and they were blaming smuggling and all of that. They were directing those things to smuggling and all of that. And that's exactly what we're talking about this morning. We want to look at what exactly goes on. And our topic for today is smuggling or survival, the true cost of high import duties on Ghana's cross-border trade. And I believe there's a very good conversation that we must have as these issues continue to happen, because concerns are that smuggling is actually affecting our economy. And I have joining me over the phone lines this morning and the national coordinator and national cross-border women traders association. His name is Oscar Akaba Novi. I hope that I got that right. Oscar, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, and you and your listeners too.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm sure my listeners are also doing great. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Before we get into our conversation for the day, I see that your association has released a statement this morning. What exactly are your concerns?
Thank you very much. I think this long age of framing a legal trade to be smuggling needs to stop. That is our concern, that people should know that trading has evolved over the years. And within the ECOWAS sub-region and within the World Trade Organization, trading has evolved, and people must be ready to play by the rules and understand how competition in the market should go like. So this neck-jack kind of framing just to paint a certain part of the industry because people want to get away or find way to beat competition, then that becomes a problem. We are the people who drive the economy. If you produce and we don't send it across, we are the traders. If we don't buy it, export it or import some, how would your product be bought? How can you make profit? If you produce, we don't send it across borders, how would the state generate revenue from import duty and others? And we understand as an association that government needs revenue to provide us the basic necessities in our countries and in the South region as well. But unfortunately, it looks like the old age and narrative about smuggling is being defined in a different context.
How do you mean?
And the context is we want it to change. We want to tell the public that context is an archaic and a barbaric context that we need to really look at trade. Innovations and adaptations should come into issues of trading.
How would you define smuggling?
Smuggling is passing through unapproved routes.
Okay.
I even think this question should even go to those who are saying smuggling is increasing or framing. Those they themselves, if they define it, then I'll let them know that they are defining wrongly. Like I said yesterday, I think on one of the interviews, 99% or 98% of our members of the association go through the legal regime of trading across borders, go through the custom procedures, which is a standard regulation by what custom organization. Some of us happen to have the opportunity to learn from those areas, to study in Belgium and study what it means. So people should not just come and make statements and which they don't know. Do you understand? So ask them, what do they understand by smuggling? We know that smuggling is when unapproved route and under declaration and issues. But we are saying that that is not part of our procedure. We go through the right way. We have trade agreements which we comply with. Compliance is the issue.
I see. So by that, are you saying that whatever the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana is saying is wrong?
Because first of all, I don't know where they get their data for before they are saying
exactly the reason why I quite don't get your association's position.
My association's position is stemming out from one. Look at the statistical service report established, just the quarterly report that came out. Made mention of the contribution the association is making by bringing in revenue into this country. So why then would you be telling me the otherwise when you don't have the data? We are even basing it on what.
Now, how sure are you? How sure are you that they don't have the data?
Well, it is to them to bring it because they are making the allegations. If they are making the allegations, they should come clear with what data they are talking about. That is why we are questioning them. What data are they using? Even that we have in Ghana, the solely mandated organization in terms of statistics, Ghana Statistical Service, did a survey, if somebody wants to question that data, then they should bring their own so that we sit down on the. That is why we are telling them that come and let's sit on the table and look at what exactly are you saying. Not that you just say anything in vacuum and go away with it. Unfortunately, we are doing so much that we don't think. Do you think it should be our interest to just wake up and say we are going to export your own product? I mean, we are even exporting their product. We are importing others' product, and that falls within the agreement we are having under ETLS, under ECOWAS. Ghana is not in isolation. If they say they are food producers, what's their name? If they are, yes, who carries their goods across? It is us.
I see. But you see, so now there's been a strong pushback. I mean, and from what you're saying, there's a pushback from your association over the claims that cross-border trade is draining Ghana's revenue. Now, FABAG, the Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, says that the country is losing millions through smuggling. And while you are insisting that most of the activities are legal, you're saying 96% or 94% under ECOWAS protocol. How do you clearly distinguish what your members do from outright smuggling, especially when some traders may use unapproved routes or even avoid duties under the guise of ECOWAS and NAFTA?
Those who are claiming there is smuggling, they should tell us. Give us evidence of the smuggling.
Okay, fortunately, we have Samuel Atuagwe. He is a general secretary of the Food and Beverage Association of Ghana. And so I'll give him the opportunity to also respond. Mr. Agwe, good morning. You're welcome to the Business Breakfast on Z. Hello, Mr. Agwe.
Hello.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Good morning. You're welcome to the Business Breakfast on Z.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning. Right. And good morning to your listeners as well.
You're right. Great. So we started a conversation before you joined, and on the other side is Mr. Oscar Akaba Noviho. I hope I got that right. Now, he's a national coordinator of the National Cross-Border Women Traders Association. And they are saying that you are framing cross-border trade as smuggling, but there are two different things. And he says that they have the data. I don't know what data your association spoke with. Can you respond to that?
Okay, thank you very much. And let me do that in brief before I continue with any contribution that I have to. The situation as we have, I don't know, what did you say his name is, sorry?
Oscar. Mr.
Oscar.
Yes.
The issue that we brought on the table is really not the cross-border trade, because there are people who are doing genuine businesses, which they pay their revenue and all that. But what we are saying is that there are a lot that comes in without the GRA capturing them. And therefore, they come through smuggling in the night. I don't know if that is what the association is doing. And I don't want to believe that. Because the other side of it is that if you take products like Coca-Cola malt, other products like oil and other things, rice and all that, rice will not come from the eastern border into Ghana. What is coming in are a lot of beverages that are coming in either through smuggling or they are coming through the ECOWAS protocol. And the ECOWAS protocol, anything that is produced within the ECOWAS sub-region that is coming in across the borders takes 10% levy across board. Now, if you take the 10% levy, upon all the calculations that you do, as against what Ghana manufacturers are producing, and then the taxes that they pay is way beyond that 10%. And if you are exporting across Ghana into Nigeria, for instance, it has to go through, if it's not going by sea, it's going through Togo to Benin and then to Nigeria. If you export tomatoes, if you export beverages from Ghana that is produced in Nigeria, Nigeria will never take it. They will ask you to take it back because they produce that in Nigeria. So why do we open our borders for all these things to come in through Nigeria when we are producing the same thing in Ghana? This is all that we are saying. Beyond that, there are other things like rice, oil, textile, petroleum products that goes across the borders without the knowledge of the GI.
Hello?
Underground dealings does not go through the GRA.
Hello?
And therefore, we ask the GRA to be apt with the security personnel, to be apt with whatever that they are doing at the borders, so that they can keep watch what is coming.
Hello?
If not, when these things are captured as smuggling, because anything that comes through the border, it goes through custom
checks,
directives. If it's not captured and it comes in and then you see that these products are coming in without the necessary documentation, there is no need for you to impound the goods middle of the way and ask them to go and do the proper thing. You need to impound the products and then they lose their money right away.
But what specific?
If you look at the other side, of the presentation, you realize that DRA itself has said over and over again that they are losing a lot of money through smuggling. And smuggling cannot be said to be a regular or regulated business that Mr. Oscar will have to complain of.
Right.
They should rather corroborate what we are saying and then try to fish out those who are doing such illegal businesses. So we are not just saying things that we don't know. We know, we have evidence. People that are bringing in, we know them.
What specific?
And if that is the way they want it to go, then we'll give that information to GRA. We will not put it on the public for people to know what is happening outside there. We will collaborate with GRA for them to take the necessary action, to take action against those people who are doing such businesses. So if you are in the illicit trade, it's wrong for you to do that because it's hurting those who are bringing their product through the legitimate means, through the imported land borders, and then through TEMA, where we pay high duties and then others pay less, or they don't pay anything at all. These are the things that we are talking about. So it's only good for Oscar to come and then tell us that, fine, what we are doing is the right thing. But to challenge what we are saying, I think that is not the right way to go.
I see. So what specific evidence do you have that these traders are evading taxes or maybe using illegal routes? Are they just hearsays? What specific evidence do you have?
Okay, let me tell you. Now, if you have a product like oil that is coming that you don't know the authentication of the supplier, we know some products comes into Togo, people go in there to buy and bring in to sell. If you go through the narrative of paying your duties, nobody has a problem with you. No GRA personnel will come after you. Now, I can tell you that most of the importers and the manufacturers here, when we go to the market, you will see a product there that is on the distributor end, and they have similar products that are coming from other sources that they don't know where it's coming from. So if I have a product like Coca-Cola or milk or whatever that is produced in Ghana here, and then you realize that we cannot compete with what is coming from outside, I'll give you a product. Vortic Ghana, Vortic Ghana, we're producing this pig milk, okay, in Ghana. Unfortunately, you know what was happening? Was it pig milk? Yeah. So these products were also coming from Nigeria, competing with what we have here.
Yeah.
We have another one that was importing a product, which is yogurt. And the same product was also coming from Nigeria. Now, when you put the two on the table, one is selling at 10 cedis, one is selling at 6 cedis. So then you ask yourself, is it this same importer who is selling at 6 cedis and selling to other people at 10 cedis? Obviously, no. So upon their own checks on the ground, it will tell you what is happening. You understand? Because of this, Vortic has closed down that facility that is producing those milk. So what do you say? Should we continue allowing people to do the cross-border trade because it's a business that they are doing, whilst people have invested a lot of money in the manufacturing sector and they are losing their businesses and they are paying high taxes for it? We shouldn't allow this to happen. If the product is not produced in Ghana, we should then allow it. If it's produced in Ghana, we should protect the local manufacturer, give them the necessary incentive that will make them employ more people and then sell more and make the money to expand their businesses and also export to other countries that they don't have. You understand? You can go to
I get your
Nigeria
position
and buy Coca-Cola and export to other countries that they don't have those
Coca-Cola
facilities.
Right. I see. I get your position.
But when you bring them in to compete with the local manufacturers, then it becomes a problem for our local manufacturers. This is what we are saying. We cannot sit and watch that our local manufacturers close down their businesses because they cannot compete with the trade outside this country.
Right. Let me come to you.
It's not fair. That is not fair trade.
Right.
We want everybody to have a business doing, but then we should protect those who are doing genuine businesses in this country.
I see. Let me come to you, Oscar. Now, Oscar, you mentioned that your members trade under ECOWAS and AFTA, and you've also heard what Mr. Agri just said. Can you confidently say that all your members have the proper documentation and use approved goods list?
Before I answer that question, first of all, I want to put it on record that it looks like there is a lot they are talking about is more of speculative. So we will leave it there, but we are opening our door for them to come to us because our structure, we do import and export. Now, and the export we are doing, it is their own product also. and the challenges we have faced with their product.
Yeah.
The challenges we have faced with their product, which is not making it go to the other countries. It's also there that we will point out to them when we. That is why we are calling on them that they should come to the table. I don't agree with him saying, to be frank, there are procedures to go through under ETLS. No product would go through under ETLS if he has satisfied all those products, and Nigeria will refuse it. We know the procedure we use to take their product to Nigeria, and it's under the same ETLS. If most of your factories and companies are not giving us certificates of origin and all of this, how do you expect Nigeria to accept your product in a more unspeculative way? To be frank, I realize that it is only hearsay they are bringing on board. We are crossing the border. We know what is happening. Before you get to Nigeria, you are going through Togo, Benin before you go to Nigeria. There are issues we are even solving there, how they are even treating transit goods. Ask him if he's aware that we fought for transit goods from Ghana. When going, Benin used to do an activity by trying to do import and re-export. We have fought that one. It has reduced. We are now working on. We are currently now in ECOWAS Parliament fighting that the agreement they have signed, Benin cannot be doing such an activity. Let's reverse it. Bring them to book and let's solve this problem well. When you talk about fair trade must come with equity. Let me say this to you. He made some examples even about Malta Guineas. My brother, no trader in Ghana would want to go through the hustle on the road, okay, to get to Nigeria to go and bring Malta Guineas. If the price is here, if he has to go through all those hustles and bring it here through the right channel, but his price is even lower than the person who is producing it. The same companies who have branches, Malta Guineas Nigeria and Malta Guineas Ghana. Excuse me to say, if you look at their pricing in the open market, you realize that what is happening in Ghana, that their pricing is twice or three times when you even bring it from
exactly
Nigeria.
The point.
The point is that it's because the pricing here, the kind of things, to be frank, our consumers here in Ghana are dying because the prices are so high here in Ghana. Two, he made mention about oil. Let me be very honest with you. Oil was banned only at the land borders. Oil was not banned to the Tema port. So oil can come into the country and it comes to Tema port. Our members, we clearly said no. Nobody brings oil to the land borders. And national security, all officers at the border, when you bring oil, they will see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can't be attaching that to us. Now, why he's saying, the reason why we are saying he's trying to attack the cross-border trade is that if you see a truck moving in the night, it does not mean it is called smuggling. Look at the congestion on our road from Dawenya to Accra. You see the congestion, you see the kind of traffic we go through. So the truck has to move in the evening or in the night so that there will be free flow of traffic. Are we not getting all this as problems? So, my brother, we are the one who buys your products. We are the one who takes them across countries, not only Togo.
Mr. Oscar, I think you are taking this too personal. Because the communique issue.
Because the
communique issue did not mention
okay.
We said people are doing illicit trade, and we need to check.
Both of you cannot be heard at this point. Please hold on. Hello.
You agree with me?
Hello.
You realize
please
that
hold on, Mr. Agri. Please hold on.
Okay.
I want him to land, and then I give you the opportunity to also speak. Yes, so respectfully.
I kept quiet and listened to you very well, and I realized that there is a need for us to sit on the table and discuss, so that we point to you, your members, what they are supposed to do. Last week I was at Averima Rice, Abalahi Rice packed. We are even thinking of how to buy that rice and go to Nigeria and Benin market But we are looking at the challenges that are there. Are you aware of those challenges? Are you aware of the challenges even at the factory gate? Please.
Very much so.
We want, when we are talking about fair trade, we are applying the rules in trade. That is why when Benin was violating World Trade Organization procedure in terms of transit, we have taken the matter up. Go to Parliament and ask. We have written petitions and co, and now we are currently at the ECOWAS court trying to work on those issues. It is because we know that the right thing must be done. If any member of us does the wrong thing and it comes to us with evidence, we know how to punish them because we have spent so much money to build capacity, train them, let them know what is happening. Let me give you an example. Trademark will not come to Ghana and be spending so much money to train and give capacity to these women traders just because of anything. Look at the things IOM and others are doing so that we rebuild the trade within the ECOWAS sub-region. Do you understand? So let's sit down and tell you and see what we can do. See, in every trade, in every business
Mr. Noviho. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. So if I get your point well, your point is that even after getting whatever evidence FABAC says they have, they should have just reached out to you so that you can deal with your members. That is what you're saying.
You don't just disrupt the market because you want to an interest. So you should say something and frame. That is why our president
you know what?
Well.
Let me.
That is why we use the word to stop the framing because it's a total framing.
Okay.
Just because possibly you are not doing your homework well.
Okay, hold on for me. I want us to have a very good conversation. Let me come back to Mr. Agri. Now, Mr. Agri, I want to be specific and I want to get some clarity. What specifically did you say about the cross-border traders?
Okay.
Did you accuse them specifically of smuggling?
Trading? No, nobody is accusing cross-border trading. Let Mr. Oscar get it right. Nobody is attacking their members for what they are doing. No. What we are saying is that there are people who are doing illegality. It's not about their members who are doing genuine. If you go to the informal market, for instance, Guta has a lot of people who are selling all these products. And as they are the ones distributing what is being produced in Ghana here. They are the ones retailing. You understand?
Yeah.
So how can you say that they are doing illegal business? Those who are doing the cross-border trade, I'm telling you, every day, vessels come from Nigeria into Ghana. They come from Cameroon, they come from Senegal. These are ECOWAS trade that is going on.
Exactly.
Trailers cross the borders. Trailers cross the borders into Ghana with genuine documentation. But what we are saying is that even as they are doing it, there are people who are doing illegality, which is even going against them. You understand?
Yeah.
So he shouldn't say that there's nothing going on and therefore it's we are just saying things the way we want to put it. No, we are not attacking Oscar's group. We didn't even mention Oscar's group name. But anyone who is doing an illegal business, we say oil shouldn't come through the land borders. This is a documented fact by JRA. Now, when you go through the eastern borders, western borders, oil is coming. Somebody is importing a product called Oki. Now, okay, is it okay? Yeah, okay, product, oil in 20-liter gallons. There are other people who also are smuggling into this country without going through the due process. So if he is bringing a container of that product, which is selling for 3 months, somebody is also bringing 3-4 containers to sell in his name, which he doesn't know. So we are saying that, look, we don't have to allow these things to go on. Those who are doing the genuine business, we need to protect them. And Oscar's group must be one of them. And the other groups that are also doing the same thing through the genuine course of businesses. And therefore, we need to protect those who are bringing and paying the genuine fee for whatever they are doing. But somebody cannot pay a duty or even at 10%, and then somebody just bring in without paying anything. The one who is bringing in without paying anything, this challenge is that they might be bringing the products formulated in a garage somewhere without the due process to quality assurance. And then they smuggle them into the country, then people buy them, eat, and then they get problem.
Yes. So I am now.
If the product is coming through a genuine means, FDA is there. Right. Because you have to go certain processes. They will check for you, even though it's coming through the ECOWAS protocol. They will check and see the quality before you do your distribution, and they know they don't have any problem. What about those who are bringing in and we don't know or we cannot authenticate the source of those products? And then they are saying that all of us are doing the same thing. Because in my case, I have a lot of importers, a lot of manufacturers. So if I sit and watch someone bringing in something that has not been registered, has not been authenticated from a good source, and then they come and put it in the market, my product is being sold in the market. Then at the end of the day, FDA comes to me and tell me, you are the one importing. I'll give you an example. Have you used this sangria juice, the wine? That it became a problem some time back. It's a member who is importing this product. And people realize that this product is selling very well. So they brought them in. As he is bringing, others were bringing in. So the member said, look, I don't have any problem. So far as they are propagating the good cause of this product, I'm happy. So let them also sell. But let them sell. Today, this member has been banned from importing this product, and that product has been banned in Ghana, in that the way it is. But I'm telling you, when you go to the market, it's flooded all over the market. Who is checking what? This is what we are talking about. Something has to be done. The one who is importing this product, Cave and Gardens, they stopped him from importing, and the product has been banned. So who is bringing the product and is being sold in the market? Is he telling me that is some people who are bringing it? No, they cannot do that in business, illegal businesses. You understand?
Yes, I get
but
it.
There are some people who are doing it, and therefore, if there's anything that we need to talk about, they might be also of help by pointing out those who are doing these businesses illegally. Because when they come in, FDA will see it at the port or at the border entry. They will stop it.
Okay.
So therefore, it has to come through under the guise of the darkness.
So clearly, it looks like
doing it. No.
Right. So clearly, Mr. Agri, it looks like then there is actually no point. I mean, in terms of the way this particular conversation is going, because your organization, you are saying that your organization has not said anything about cross-border trade. You're just speaking generally about smuggling, which is what I have also seen on the news portals. I'm curious, Mr. Noviho, I want to know, where specifically did you get that impression or that information that Fabag was speaking about smuggling in relation to your organization?
Now, thank you very much again. Let me make this point clear. Traditionally, anytime they talk about smuggling, the focus is on the land borders. Asking whether true or false.
We all know people are bringing
but
from the land
people
borders.
Are still using the land borders anyway.
These are the areas that they... Is he aware that recently...
Mr. Agri, hold on. Mr. Agri, hold on briefly. Mr. Agri, hold on briefly.
So you see, so one, generally, traditionally, and all over, when they talk about smuggling, then they say it's land border. Then they gank it that way. Two. Now, when the statement came out that smuggling is increasing, then we asked ourselves, wow, this is happening again. Because over the years, one, because then we were not that organized, the traders were individual. To be frank, let me make this thing clear today. Traders are different from producers. Okay? We, the traders, we are different from their association because they are more of this thing. But some of them, as manufacturers, go and also do trading by buying from other places and import into the country. Do you get where you see this thing? In that case, when we saw the story and we said, this is another framing thing coming towards us. Now the issue about the truck moving in the night.
I think so.
Meaning they move in the night. Hold on, please. They move in the night and go. And I gave you a clear reason. Honestly, go and check from GRE, Ghana Customs. Have they not meet their target? Are we not generating revenue for them? Yes, they will tell you. Now, we are not saying that there are people who are not doing bad things, who are doing bad things. There are. We are also helping authorities to calm those people down because it is making the country lose revenue. Whilst we are fighting for the country to generate revenue, we know we are suspecting and knowing that some are also doing the wrong thing. Let me give you an example. Very soon, traders' identification is coming, which every trader is on our database. Currently, we have 8,000 members as cross-border women traders. And you can't just throw anything to us as 8,000 traders as if we are not existing. Yes, we have that data, which very soon we are doing a digital database which is going to be linked with custom and other stakeholders. So that if you are really a trader, you are going, we are able to identify you even if you do the wrong thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we are going through a process. That is why we are calling them that if this issue reach out to us. Do you understand? Reach out to us. Oh, this and this. How can we solve it? We have problems that we need to. We have solutions that we can give our local industries here. Even how to do good packaging that the outside market is looking for. I'm not only talking about the ECOWAS corridor. Even East Africa, when our products are going to Kenya and all those things, we know what is happening.
They don't meet the standards. Some of them don't meet the
manufacturing companies, the small scale people, what we are doing and exporting their products, making sure we market their products outside there. The factories don't do that.
Right.
Now, he spoke about FDA issue. You know how much it's costing us to even register one product in Ghana? They just increased the processing fee, processing fee recently. Where you consulted manufacturing people. Manufacturing, are you even the one who pays those amounts when we are exporting? The burden lies on we the traders. So, if anything, get to your trader first and consult us and let's dialogue before you make certain statements. This is exactly what we are telling you.
Mr. Oscar, I think your assessment is not fair. And you've really gone overboard. Because, why am I saying that? Those who are doing illicit trade, that falls outside your purview, are harming you. They are harming us.
True.
So when we come out to make such a statement, you need to support us to get it right. So, those who are bringing the trailers in the night, when they have the documentation, do you think GRA will stop them on the way? Because they have 3 or 4 checks that they have to go through. So anywhere they reach, GRA know the documents that they are looking for. They will ask for it. They will produce it. They say, go. They will not stop you. If someone is bringing a trailer in the night and there's illegality about it, there are so many ways you can do. You can offload it somewhere and bring it in smaller quantities. You can do whatever you want to do. And GRA will never see. Unless they are very vigilant.
You see,
right.
Your people are not doing illegality.
Are we
so you know what?
If you want us to go,
Oscar, wait.
Okay.
Oscar, please,
if you want
take it easy. Your people,
Oscar.
Excuse me, your people are not doing any illegality. But there are people who fall outside the purview of doing all these things. And these are the people that we said we should check them and for them to do the right thing. You
So
understand?
don't bundle all of us.
Definitely, as we are doing it. Look, let me give you an example. In Nigeria, people are producing malt in their garages and exporting it outside Nigeria. In Ghana here, FDA has impounded some. Just imagine that they don't know. And these people bring this product and then smuggle it into the system. And then people go and buy the malt because they think it's malt. They buy and drink. What is the problem? Are these people going to face? You understand?
Yeah.
Anybody who consumes that product that is produced outside the authenticated facility will have a problem. And those products that are coming in are not brought in by Oscar people. There are people who are doing this illicit trade underground. That you, Oscar, you will not find them. I will not find them. GRA may not find them. You understand? But when we make the necessary noise and then prompt them about what they need to do, you will realize what will happen. There are drugs that are coming into the country through illicit trade. And then when you see them selling on the streets, you understand? Who is doing what? Checking on them. It's only the FDA that can do that. But they can only arrest people at the border through GRA and immigration and the security agencies, who can lay vigilance without knowing what is happening and then be among the people and arrest them because they are bringing in illegal drugs. People are bringing their drugs, register them for sale at a higher cost. And then you allow people to bring in this product underground and then also come and compete with them. No. This is what we are saying. We are not saying that Oscar is bringing ABCD illegally. So Oscar is doing the right thing. But there are people who are also doing something against him in person. And those people he cannot see. I cannot see them. But the only people that can see them are GRA and other agencies. So we need to support them to bring these people out.
Right.
So we can fight this thing together.
So clearly,
you understand?
Yeah.
Because if Oscar's group are selling what I am manufacturing and importing as an importer, they do distribution. What happens? It means we are collaborating, trading among each other without any problem. You understand?
Yeah.
The product that they send across the borders through ACTA. If ACTA say that we should do it, all the time I've been saying, look, those who are trading under the ACTA principles, sometimes we may face a little challenge because some of the products that are going outside Ghana does not meet the standard that these countries want. So there's something that we need to do. And the only person who can put this in proper perspective is the Ghana Standard Authority. It's their job to ensure that whatever labeling, whatever that we need to present outside Ghana falls within the international labeling. And therefore, they are the only people who can enforce this particular thing. As for it comes to acquiring certain certificates before you export, it's because you want to do the export. The companies that do the export directly, they know what to go through. If you are doing it, then you know what you have to acquire from these companies before you do what you have to do. So they do that and they go and ask and they give them. If your product goes outside, they don't manufacture. They buy from the market and also sell and make some money. So if there's a problem there, they need to tell the manufacturer, look, I sent your product out there. This is ABCD, because there's so much export that has gone through this country that has been even destroyed outside, before they get outside the importing borders. You understand?
Yeah.
So many products
Mr. Agri,
and then they are destroyed outside their borders.
Mr. Agri, I want to...
We can't let people lose money this way.
Right.
We need to do the right thing. And they are the people who can also support us to know where the problem are,
with it.
and then we can solve them together.
Okay.
So that they can do their businesses the right way. So if we are talking about illegality, it goes against them, it goes against us. So they cannot say that, oh, because we raised the issue, it goes against them. No, they need to support, to bring us all to the same platform so that we can fight it together.
Fight smuggling, right?
They are not doing it.
So
who is doing it?
The fight.
I am not doing it, but who is doing it?
Mr.
The
Agri.
only people who can fish these people out is that when we point fingers and then we allow the security agencies to do the right thing.
Right. Okay. So clearly the fight is against smuggling and not against cross-border traders and also not at all. Clearly that is
has been there hundreds of years,
right,
centuries. You
and
understand?
it is
We
legal
are
to
only
actually
perfecting the system
yes.
as time goes on.
Right.
We cannot stop it, and it's never an illegality.
Absolutely.
But
so
there are people who are doing illegality that we need to stop them to ensure that the proper thing is done. Look, I've been saying that our import duty are so high. That is why sometimes people would want to
smuggle,
ECOWAS,
and that is what our conversation
market.
That is even the focus.
The duty is down. Even when you bring it and you do your calculation, it's far below the cost of what has been produced here.
Right.
Why is it so? Because high taxes, high duties, and other taxes that they impose on us. Because we have been saying as food and beverages over the years that look, the way our tax system is structured is very bad. The people are being paid or they are being taxed several times on one product, which shouldn't be the case. Because I don't see why I go to Nigeria and buy more for 4 cedis, 80 pesos, and come to Ghana and buy it for 10 cedis. How can it be? You understand?
Yes.
But the same Guinness facility is in Nigeria. And also, even Nigeria with the high inflation, today, when you go there, Heineken is 1,000 naira. Bring that 1,000 naira to Ghana and see. But Heineken in Ghana is selling for 20 cedis. In some cases, 30 cedis. You understand?
I see. So
there are, if I find it a lucrative business and I go out there and I bring it into Ghana, I only go through the process. I pay my 10%. I don't lose anything, but rather I'm hurting the local manufacturer.
Right.
You understand?
Right. I get it.
This is how it is.
I get it now. But just before we continue, Mr. Agri, I want to know whether your group has reported the challenges that you face to your regulators.
Yes, we have.
And what has been done about it?
If you could remember, yes. So as for GRA, when they are doing what they have to do, they will not tell you the next action that they will take. Even as we discuss with them, they tell you, they nod, they said yes. Some of them we are aware, but we look into this, we look into that. You understand?
Yeah.
This is not the first time that we are making such allegations. The previous administration, we've made several interactions with the Trade Ministry at that time and the Trade Finance Ministry. Now, these are some of the things that we need to look at. Recently, the head of Coca-Cola West Africa came to Ghana, and he said their business is going down because of ABCD that is happening. It's not that if someone is bringing one container and paying that 10%, but people who are bringing it underground and they're selling it, and even with the ECOWAS trade policy of that 10% that you have to pay, when you pay that and then you look at how much you have to pay in terms of taxes and utility service before you produce the same container, you realize that you're about 60% more than the one who is bringing in from across the border, even though they are paying the right rates. You understand? So what can we do to ensure that if the one that is bringing from Nigeria can buy in Ghana and sell at the same price, so that they need not to go to Nigeria and buy? Let Nigeria produce for Nigeria market. We also produce for Nigeria, Ghana market. But the price should be the same, so that nobody can go to Nigeria and bring it because Nigeria is very cheap. It's a fact. You understand? So we should encourage the system here for them to be able to reduce the taxes. The utilities that we pay should be reduced for manufacturers so that they can also produce the same as Nigeria. Because Nigeria inflation is even higher than in Ghana. Far, far, far higher in Ghana. But why are they able to do that? You understand?
So
when,
your
when
concern...
these things are not done here, and we are not able to bring down the taxes, bring down some of the import benchmarks, bring down some of the utilities, then what is going to happen is that we'll be producing only for the Ghana market certain products, which will be consumed only in Ghana.
Okay.
Because when you go to Nigeria and you're not able to bring them in, then it means the Ghana one is available at a higher cost and you need to buy. But then if we allow the Nigeria one to come in, it will be cheaper. People will go for that one. But unfortunately, even as that one is coming in, the only benefit that happens is that it's between the importer and the trader. Because if he brings in from Nigeria at 8 cedis and he give it to you at 8 cedis, he will sell it according to the Ghana price. Because Ghana price is around 15 cedis, they will sell it at 15 cedis. They will not reduce it and sell. That is the painful aspect of it. You understand? So people are making money otherwise, and then the system is also suffering.
I can
So
understand
how
the
can we address
frustration.
all these issues? They should come together. We fight government together. We have a lesser production cost so that they can buy. Because I remember meeting them in one of the GRA meetings when we were dealing with tariffs. I said, I'm sure Oscar could remember. We did that at Gold Coast Hotel.
Yeah.
We discussed, and I told them, look, the system we have is not encouraging us. That is why people are bringing in the product they want to pay. You bring in, you pay your 10%, you go and get your tax stamp, you put it on it, and you sell. I produce at higher cost. I also go and get my stamps and I put it on. But at the end of the day, what is militating against the producers here? Because if they bring in the beverages,
no, hold on briefly.
They cannot sell because they need the stamp to do that. So obviously they'll go and do the right thing. But
right.
the problem is the market in Nigeria, where they bring some of these things, are cheaper.
Okay. Right.
Than in Ghana.
Right.
So
I think the point
Ghana
is made.
To bring it the same level as Nigeria,
As
so
Nigeria.
that we cannot. Because when we do it here, there are the people who distribute it for us. So we need to encourage to bring down the cost of production, the cost of the item in Ghana here, so that we can then encourage them to buy in Ghana and sell. You understand? Because the other market that they can also target outside Ghana. But our system is not allowing them to do that, because even when you look at some of the products that are exported outside this country and you compare it to the dollar rate, you realize that they are making losses. Especially now the city that is gaining strength. So what can we do to mitigate those losses? Then it means that the export fee that they pay will even be waived or whatever. There are so many things that definitely, as you said, we need to sit down and look. But it's not to attack them. Nobody's attacking them. So
I think that is clear.
The way he's putting things. It's not right.
I think that is clear. So clearly you are saying that government is not doing much, and so you have to come together, all the organizations, so that you can fight government. That is your point, Mr. Agri.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that the right thing can be done.
Okay.
Because we need to protect businesses.
Okay.
Ghanaian businesses are not protected. How can we do that to protect them? This is the fact, the pain of the matter.
The whole thing. Okay. Mr. Noviho, I think you had wanted to say something earlier.
Yes. You see, government cannot do all. That is why we are in the industry. Now, there is a saying that charity begins at home. You, the manufacturers, you know us, the traders. If you are going to do something, get us involved. Inform us, then we'll give you a better option too. Not for us to come and hear this and it's becoming, this is why members stood up and said, no way. How can it be so? The point is, to be frank, when it comes to regional trade, the market is open to everybody. The market is open. We also take your product there. The challenges we face, when we come and tell you, what do you do about them? Anyway, now that you know us, the more, let's have a round table, discuss our issues, then go to the government with solutions. That if you do it this way, this way, this way. But if it's not going that way and you are having high costs, we traders, we want to see where we can sell to satisfy the end user. We are the one who is with the end user. You are producing, but we will come and buy and go and give it to the woman in the rural village. Do you understand?
Exactly the point. You are the medium.
So, get us, let's sit down. When such things, you are seeing such indicators, call us. We are your first partners. If we don't come and buy from you, it won't work. So get us first to involve and let's dialogue. I think I just spoke to Azagi yesterday. I mean, Ghana Exporters and Importers Association. And it was like, where are they coming from? I said, no, don't hold on. We will know. We will have to meet and come to a round table, discuss the issue thoroughly, get one paper to government. Because, please, we are the same government.
Okay.
Government, see, look at the infrastructure road and code that is going on. If ECOWAS is not, if the regional trade is not happening, look at the investment ECOWAS is doing through the ECOWAS and AFTAC. in trying to develop our trade corridor, develop our infrastructure and all those things, the roads and co.
Mr. Oscar, not to cut you short, not to cut you. Do you know that Ghana is very high in tariffs if you come to all the ECOWAS states? That 10% that is supposed to be across board for the whole of West Africa. Is it happening for us? No.
You see,
Cote d'Ivoire is implementing it. Cote d'Ivoire is implementing it, but we are not benefiting from that. That is why we say that. I'm sorry. That is why we say that. Look, anytime we go to government and we ask for something to be done, we ask for the tax that has to be reduced. We ask for utilities that has to be reduced. We ask for import duties that have to be reduced. At the same time, the manufacturers will also have to get a rebate or reduced taxes so that they can produce for the market. As they want to produce at a lower cost, it's only you who can sell and benefit. For us, it's very high, but it's only when it's lower, then you can also benefit. Because if it's so high and you cannot buy, you look for other markets. These are some of the things. But the smuggling issue, please, Oscar, change the narrative. It's not about you. It's about those who are doing it under the darkness.
Great. I think that is clear.
That is the narrative.
Right.
It's not about you. It's not about your group. So don't take it personal and don't take it that way.
All right. Both of you cannot be heard at this point. So please hold on. Let me handle the conversation very well. So yeah, thank you very much. I think the points we've made very clear points. I just want to situate this in the focus of our conversation today, so that we can just try and wrap up. Now, Mr. Agwe, you talked about the fact that some of the one of the issues that is actually fueling the smuggling is the high import duties, right? You talk about that. I want to also know from you at the National Cross-Border Women Traders Association. Oscar, I want to find out, is it the same thing with you? Do you also find the same problem as what is actually fueling the smuggling? Not with the organization. Let me be clear on that.
Apart from the high import duty, there are a lot of trade policies that government have put in place, which are really, really affecting the trade. Those policies, when reversed, smuggling would reduce drastically. And these are some of the papers we are even writing to government. We were with the Minister of Finance last 2 weeks. With the Minister of Trade, well asked Alex Mensa, the kind of things we are doing to let them point to them that some of the policies. Let me give you one example. If they say oil is smuggling, you are talking about oil through the land border is smuggling so high. Look at the policy they have put in place that oil has been banned through land borders, okay? But if you come to Utama, are the people in Aflawe and Akachi, and for them, they have to come to Accra before they buy oil. While the distributor, at a point, at the point in Ghana, price oil was not even in the system for a long period. So what do you want them
because of this illicit trade?
Now you are saying because of the illicit trade. It is not because of the illicit trade. Look at the policy. Look at the policy. The policy from there. Now you have not even made room for the policy to say people within the border area, the border residents. You have not even looked at them. But you scrap a policy and say ban it so they should come to Tama and come and buy oil. You get what I'm saying? So it is not only when high cost.
But that I don't agree with you.
Pardon me?
I don't agree with you. If the policy says
that's your opinion.
Certain products.
But I am telling you some of the policies that some people go to the back door and push them. Those policies are affecting and even affecting government revenue. Let me be honest with you. Some of the policies are making GRA even crawl on their knees. It's making them not to even generate revenue. I'm telling you, if these things are done, and that is why I'm saying charity begins at home. If you are the manufacturer, we are the traders who come to buy from you, and you think you have a challenge, get us together. Let's do this and present to the policy maker that no, this policy like this. Don't just stand up and go and see and issue a policy. How would it happen? It is not because the illicit trade, that was why I'm trying to know. When the policy came, we know when it came. And when the issue of how many tons can they even bring in? You understand what I'm saying? So please, we are saying that let's have a level play platform.
Okay.
Let's consult each other before we say certain things. Before we go out and make all out, it should be like you are trying to frame some people in the industry. And that one will not go by it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That is the point.
That is your point. Right. Okay.
That is what will make the smuggling stop. You see, if some of the policies, we really look at them and adjust it and look at them critically, it will help our manufacturers. It will help our traders. It will help government to generate enough revenue than what is even stated in the fiscal service report. There is a lot of policies that we will do, even policies of identifying traders, policies of getting who is a trader, who is a traveler. Do you understand?
Yeah.
These are things when we talk about, then you know, cross-border traders, we have been going far to look at how can we identify cross-border traders, get them on board, then issues of education, capacity building, and compliance.
Okay.
Yesterday, I just came back from home. I'm on my way now going to Elubo. So please.
All right.
Okay, that is at home. Let's
right.
sit down and plan from home and we move on.
And talk a bit more about. Right. Okay. Let me take your final thoughts. Our time is up, and so we have to go. But Mr. Agri, I'm giving you a minute to actually also make your final points, and then we can go.
Thank you very much. What I want to say to Oscar and his group and every trader who's doing cross-border trade is that the narrative has to be changed. It's not the way Oscar is presenting it. And I want Oscar to change that narrative that we are attacking them. We are attacking cross-border trade. No, we are not doing that. The issue that we raised are people who are doing illicit businesses that is affecting cross-border trade. Those who are doing genuine businesses, which is affecting them. The drugs that are coming in, the oil that is coming in, that we cannot even authenticate the source of that oil. You understand? So when they come into the market, somebody brings in a product. You bring in Oki, and somebody go out there and produce the same thing in the same gallon, in the same name, and then bring it in your name when you didn't import it. Whether the quality is the same as the one that you imported, we don't know. But at the end of the day, they say that you imported it. So we need to find those who are doing that illicit trade so that your businesses can be protected.
Right.
You can go ahead and do your cross-border trade. Nothing stops it. It has been there forever, and it will be forever. And therefore, nobody can touch that business. But those who are doing the illicit trade is what we are talking about. When you go to the Brown Harford region, for instance, eastern borders seem to be good. But if you go to the western borders and you see the kind of rice that is coming in, you see the oil that is coming in, you see the drugs that are coming in, you see the textiles that are coming in, and some of the petroleum products, when our cost was cheaper, it will baffle you. And he's very much aware of all these things that I'm talking about. And it's not the people who are doing it. It's not the good traders who are doing it. It takes the illicit traders who works in darkness that you and I cannot see. But it will take only the security agencies to find them. So we should come together, fight from there, and let us fight from where we are standing, so that together we meet at the center and then eliminate it. That is how we're supposed to do it. But we need not to attack one person or the other for issuing a statement. The statement that we issued is not about cross-border trade. And I don't know who is doing that and who started with that narrative.
The narrative, okay.
If you read our statement, there's nowhere that we are attacking businesses who are doing genuine businesses.
Right.
We are saying people are working under the darkness and we need to fish them out.
All right, Mr. Agri, thank you very much for your time, and thanks so much for sharing your insights with us. And also, Oscar, thank you so much for also joining me. Unfortunately, this is our time. I mean, this all time will allow us. Hopefully, we can have the same conversation, and even more specifically on the.
So, Mr. Oscar, if you are there, please do get in touch with me, please.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So hopefully another time we can have more time to talk a bit more about the high import duties, and I think that's a very big issue which affects both organizations, FABAG and also the National Association of cross border women traders association. I believe that it affects both of you, and it's a big problem that we must tackle. So maybe we can make time again and then talk more specifically about that. But I'm really grateful that you made time to join me. Oscar Akaba Novi, who is the national coordinator of the National Cross Border Women Traders Association, and also Samuel Ato Agri is the general secretary of the Food and Beverage Association of Ghana. These are the two gentlemen that joined me this morning for this conversation, and I think everything is clear. I hope you got some value, and you can now settle the issues that are on your mind. Well, that's how we wrap up today on the Business Breakfast on Z. We are back again tomorrow for the Thursday edition of the show, right here on your lifestyle, your leisure and business platform. Thanks so much for listening to us, and please do join us tomorrow. Until then, when you think Ghana, think Z. I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Nii Trebi Hammond. Up next is the Impact.